Lion Squad, what's good? I don't know any peoples. You know, a quick premiere, yeah. You know, just for inform, you know, and get to know. Prepared, you know, after, you know, the fly, the maggot to fly, finish, him soca, him supposed 7 series part, him of telling my story when bad mind me for, you know, he just feel the need that he gotta be the one, have something to do with it, a part of it, you know, to tell the world my story, because no one gives a shit about his story. But you know, I'm gonna give y'all a little piece as to show you, you know, piece of the reason why this man hates me. You know, this is just a piece of it, you know what I'm saying? Why he would look at someone like me and someone like him hate me. You understand? Because you see, I actually had something to offer to the world and bring to the world. I actually brought something to the world. I'm actually giving something to the world, preparing something to the world. In his case, he has none of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't see anything that he's put out there, that he's done. Everything is about him, this narcissistic thing, this money go get it thing. You know what I'm saying? This looking for views and looking. Not paying no mind, I tell you about him, none of views. He's looking for it, or else he wouldn't have put none of those series that he made about me. He wouldn't have taken none of them and put them for members only, wanting people to go buy the membership, buy his fucking lame ass membership just to watch videos about me. Well, peoples, y'all know y'all ain't gotta buy no membership to watch videos about me. Come right here. I'll tell you all about me. The phone recording that he has about me telling him the story. Hey, come right here if you want to know more about it. You know what I'm saying? And he can't tell it like I tell it. You know what I'm saying? Because I still my words with me I said, him I use same way. So I can't hear the whole of them right just the same way my peoples. You see? So now I go play a little tune for one tune and me have your phone. You understand? In it, I show you as flick through 1 and 2 picture. You see? And then you can get a chance to see really why this man hates me. A person like me shouldn't be able to do this. You understand? A person like me shouldn't have, you know, such nice kids, beautiful kids. You know, picking while grow good. You dig? A person like me from the garrison, from the ghetto, the same people who he wish he had, if it would had it his way, he would just annihilate all of them. The same person who he telling you know, watch him wicked. The same person who him tell you no say. If him did meet me when him back in my time, him would have dashed me where. Now look, you think it's just me would have dashed it? I want you to look at these pictures and see all of what this man would have dashed where for Jamaica. So you see how much of Jamaica him would have dashed where in just one person. Look at all. I want to just take a look as you know, listen to the tune and watch and check the picture of them out. Just look at all of what this man would have, the damage he would have done to Jamaica just by dashing away one person. One person. Just look at the damage he would have done in all his preemptive actions that he wish he could do. If he had it his way and preemptive strike was gave him the power to take me out, right? Then look, I want y'all to witness for yourself all that he would have taken out. Some of Jamaica's brightest fucking future. I'm in our ask Christ. Just look at him, peoples. Enjoy.
I've seen so many fake it, then fall the faces. I've seen so many make it, then meet disgrace, yeah. I've seen so many wasted, they could have made it. I've seen so many shaded for some of the worst behaviors. I've seen so many saviors, they all promised to save us. I've even seen her black presidents, but still no 40 acres. I've seen men die for favors, some for the latest. I could still see some of the faces, hoping God forgave us. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. To some of us, this is a comfort. Comforts. And some of us allow the ladies to come first. Come first. And some of us have closets with monsters. Monsters. What my mother saw in mine still haunts her. Haunts her. In blood. By any means. Gotta kill enemies. Kill enemies. You take the pine box, I take the felonies. The felonies. You must be sniffing hard shit to see me draw my line and cross it. My niggas be the sharpest, my aim be the sharpest. Who want what, nigga? I'm ready to get retarded. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. On my waist I keeps the knock knock. Why you call it that? Cause things open up when it knock knocks. When I lift my shirt, chatty mouth off his start chat. Them thinkers I lost the way a gunshot chop that. You can't use my fear mark that. I fire hose off a wash that. I said the damn thing said. Cause niggas want my redneck, wondering how the fuck I ain't dead yet. They playing checkers. I'm committed to playing chess. Bobby Fischer moves, put your whole set in check. Your whole switching set, a new set's on deck. The wages of high roller is death, and I'm taking bets. This is how we grow, so it's only natural. This is all we know. The collateral damage is what usually suffers the most, though. That's just how the damn thing goes. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all we know. All we know. It's all we know. This is all
What's
we
good?
know. All we know.
Yes, people.
It's all we know.
Just getting you ready, you know, for the big show that's coming up. You know, in another 2 weeks. Once the Lion Squad channel get back up. Yes, you know, people, so as you know already, this brother here, him young police, they don't know him get the Lion Squad channel shut down because him never want me can rebut him lies about me. You know, his fabrication, his fantasies that he has about me. He didn't want me to address his bad mind, his jealousy, you know, his grudgefulness. Man grudge me for my story, you know. And, you know, it tells you what kind of person he is. You know, he's a troubled man, you know, a real narcissist. You understand? And this is what everybody is out there saying about him. Well, you know, I have I believe it's a 3-part. It's a 2-part right now, but it might possibly turn out into a 3-part. You're going to see, you're going to hear it from his own words. You know how much of an asshole he is. It's probably some of the information you've seen from him before, but however, I'm pulling it apart. That's the difference. So you can really see, really hear what he's saying. You know, really focus in on what he's really saying to you, behind the scene. Because, a lot of people, when some people, them talk, use woolly paw, what do I call it now? Word salad. You see? Them lose you after a while, and then you might younger hear them when them say something where can pique your interest or something you're familiar with. The whole time you there listening, those are the only parts you hear. You see me? So I got broke it down where you can see this guy's lies that he's been doing for years. And in his own words, you're going to hear what his true intentions are for Jamaica and what he really thinks about Jamaica. You're going to understand. It's going to give you to understand of the kind of police officer, this no-nonsense police officer that he was, doing his time in service of the Jamaican people. You're going to hear voice notes from people who know him, who have experienced run-ins with him. You're going to hear from people telling you, about witnessing his connection with people such as Roy Fowle, who we all know now and understand was a big-time drug dealer, kingpin drug dealer from the UK. I'm not showing any shot on Roy Fowle name, but think it's important to put it out there and what he was basically known for, right? And because this guy professed to be someone, he don't like criminals, he don't mingle with criminals, he departure lounge. We hear of a situation where Buju was found to be sniffing some cocaine at allegedly at one point, and his resolution to that is straight departure lounge. No, Buju Bantam, just for sniff some cocaine. This man would have, if he had it his way, would have unalived Buju. You understand? Now, people, this man come out here and blatantly say, if him did cross my path when he was a police officer, he was able, even though him would have, if it's a dead thing in my look, him would have end up dead. I'm not ask question. You see, because dopey about that. All of who make him kill them, I idiot them. Because him a dopey bat. You see me? Him is a straight dopey bat. You hear him, you say, boy, he used to lay down in a bush. Him and him friend them and Ray and this and that and, anybody can catch somebody, so. You see? But you not face me for no gun end pussy. You see? And turn out the winner. On that. Sneak, you'd have to sneak me and them thing there. You dig? But you hear him come out blatantly. Talk about him would have murdered me. He would have killed me. You see? In his time, doing his time of service. And don't even know me. And he's made that, watch here now, people. He's made that assessment, that judgment, based on, because he don't know me from a hole in the wall or anything. He just made that judgment, right? And based on the videos that he see me put up on the internet. Don't know nothing about me. He's never talked to a second person about me who knows me. He knows no one that knows me personally. You understand? Only thing he has is a conversation, phone conversation, him and High Ad, which he called me. Contrary probably, I didn't call him, he called me. I sent him a voice note, but he's the one who run me down and called me. He might send text about him no want be my friend, and want no friend from me, and Ray like me that I look friend from him. Number one, he's a person you're clear to see. He don't have much friends. Any friends he have, they just like him. And if they just like him like that, friends, chances are, me not hold my tongue and say, I would say, in my opinion, they chances are them a Batman. Especially to the way, you see, he was so happy to tell us about him Squaddy Barnes, who they slept in the same room together, and really, like, it brought back such fond memories of his. And the way I'm love to talk about the round hole and this, we're going to explore that some more, because I get to find out, somebody contact me, and I get a voice note on as to why he's so fascinated with round holes. You understand, and especially men round hole, like he was so digging off into what he was saying about Mr. Anderson and round hole and brown eye and twinkle eye, and he have all these names for the rectum. You know what I'm saying? Because it's become clear. I think it's clear to everyone now. What's going on. You see him with no woman. You never hear him talk about no woman or family and this and that. And if him have picnic, me I hear say, I'm picnic them is estranged from him and all of them things. And from what me check out from him, my little research from him in the States, and he's I get to understand he's a loner. He's a loner. He sit down in his room at night time every night, and all he does is masturbate, night and day. From him come in and probably make a cup of coffee, and him sit down in front of him TV, probably with one of the porn channels them on, and that's all he does is masturbate, because he can't get no woman. No woman. The type of attitude he have, he would be a nightmare for any woman to deal with, to sit down and try to reason with, because he's just, his whole performance is just stiff, like a robot. His mentality is that of a colonizer. The way you hear him give up his spills, it's reminiscent of that of a colonizer. You know what I'm saying? The things he say, you could expect those would be the things a colonizer would say. It's just that he doesn't have the power, and the wits to pull it off. So he's trying to use his channel and play upon the gullibleness of Jamaican people, because he label all Jamaicans, all of them stupid, idiot, lovers of crime and criminality, supporters of criminals and crimes. Yet he would be the first to tell you, sir, that he knows people in garrison areas is at a disadvantage. You understand? With all the influences that they are subjected to, especially youths and this and that. Now, I can't see then, knowing this, that these people are manipulated into crime for the most part, right? And knowing that, the government, the people who are in authority of them and their everyday movements, he labels these people corrupt, a cesspool of corrupted politicians. And so now, I don't see how he, as so many years as a police officer and a detective, went to school and all the college and the U.S. military, and he should have all this knowledge. I don't see how is it that he doesn't see what everyone else is saying with his angles. You're saying these people is at a disadvantage, but yet and still these are the same people you want to preemptive strike and just wipe them out anyway. Does that sound like a sane person or a sick, confused, walking contradiction? On one hand, he wants to help Jamaica, rid Jamaica of crime and all this stuff here. He knows the issues of poor people in Jamaica. On one hand, he says he ran into Kiki, right? Who he says Kiki is a drug dealer, is a weed dealer. He sells weed. And he says he was did a run down a brother who in pursuit of the brother ran through Kiki's yard, who young police said was a drug dealer, right? And he says when he ran into Kiki's yard, he ran into him bagging up 40 pounds of weed. And he decided, say, he wasn't going to lock him up. Now, you Jamaican. You make sense out of that. He runs into this person he called Kiki, who he says is a drug dealer. And he was, at the time when he run into, he caught him red-handed, right, with 40 pounds of weed. And he never lock him up. Him said, why, when he said why, when you asked him why he didn't lock, when he said why he didn't lock him up, he said because he understand ghetto economics. So you understand the ghetto and you're willing to work with the garrison, right, when it has something to do with economics and money. So I don't think we have to guess, people, and to bust our brain what happened on that particular encounter with Kiki, because he's all for ghetto economics, but he's just not for ghetto people. He's all for ghetto economics because he knows the strife that ghetto people is under, but he's not for ghetto people and the strife that they're under. Only the money he can make from them, the money he can get from them. So whatever key hustle kind of drug dealer Kiki was, as he stated, right? Because it would look like Kiki, and myself jokes him have some money can pay him off. So it looked to me because Kiki was able to pay him off, him nobody lock him up. But yet and still he would send Buju Banton to the departure lounge for sniffing some cocaine. You know see where I go on, people? You see the walking contradiction? I bet you if him did I get a money off of Buju though, him wouldn't come out and say that. Yeah. You say you know the yard them running now? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You see me? So you see the contradiction, people. So it goes to show you, say, once you run into this man, no matter what kind of crime you're committing, as long as you have a money can put in him on, you're good to go. You're good to go. Now watch how he's playing and styling up himself now to show evidence of this stuff. So he's just a money hungry glut. You understand? Him saying him don't do what him do for money, for blogging. Mind you, he's one of the first, when he see me come out and I was saying I wasn't into this stuff, right? He's one of the first person to tell me, in fact the second person, to tell me, say, yo, monetize you think money can make money in this thing, yeah. You see? Yeah. Alright, you see him now, so eager to tell my story before me. Why? Because my story is so intriguing and he knows it's so intriguing to those out there. He wants a part of it. You see? Just like how Sir P has been able over years to keep himself interested to the people, intrigue people, he wants that. And to my understanding, he reached out to Sir P. Maybe to try partner up with him. Maybe, to try get some of his shine. And he said, Sir P brush him off like the little fly where he is, the little annoying maggot turned into a fly that he is. True Sir P, he brush him off. Boy, he just took it personal. And for no reason. Because he's the only one out here as a vlogger. What's this Sir P come out? Where talks about Sir P? What's this with Sir P? I talk there's a big man, police officer, about Sir P. Maybe miss and say something about Sir P one time. You see? But I want shout me up real quick and say, I know so, check it out again and but I do so and check it out and I say, yo, shit, I'm right. Bob, I'm draw down the video right away. You see? I'm going to listen and learn and hear the man I say and learn. I'm say, okay. You know? Yeah, man. You see, until so I become a supporter of his as well. You dig? So this guy here, this maggot to fly guy here, you know what I'm saying? Fly face porter. Cause you look at his face, his face just look like a fly, don't it? Just really look it. Just picture a fly if he was able to be look just like him. Bald head. You know what I'm saying? So because Sir P just treated him like the fly he was and brushed him off. Get out of here. Bzz, he buzzing around the man's ears. Bzz, just looking for the man's attention. Oh, Sir P, notice me no man. Notice me out here. Do the same work like you. You can't just notice me and give me a little shine, man. Give me a little time. Give me a little of your time. Like a batty man. Just a run down the man. Just under the man, sir. You see me? So him couldn't ruffle him Sir P. Couldn't get no attention from Sir P. Not even a kiss teeth. Sir P wouldn't even fart upon him. Make him get a whiff of him fart. And him vex about them. Feel some type of way with that. Oh, but we all out here on the same thing. We all trying to fight crime. We all say we want. But guess what? You see what happened is, what enough of y'all didn't realize, right? Is that Sir P, because Sir P do talk to other bloggers. You know what I'm saying? He do communicate with other bloggers. I know this for a fact. You see? But him can't get in nowhere for connection to Sir P. Because I'm jealous of him. Him want some of Sir P time and shine. You dig? Him just get vindictive. Start make all type of video when I goes about Sir P. And people who's been watching this man for years is have to be wondering, now where am I come from? How am I try? You see? Him end up all lose subscribers behind it. You dig? DNR try warn him, yo, load the man, you know, you understand? Him take on DNR. You dig? No. Peoples, as me showing up, my live yesterday, when you see the emotional outburst, as me has shown, it wasn't about him, it wasn't for him. It was about the pain that my people for centuries has been going through. And just to think a piece of maggot fly face shit like this, you seen, is here, Panwe Bak, in disguise as one of us. And his only purpose is to bring about more hardship on us. His only wish is for just wipe out and annihilate ghetto people, black people, not to educate them. You understand? So that they may learn how to live a better life. None of that. Him not try to figure that out. Him just want to wipe out everybody. Cruise, what you say? Him want to be judge, jury, and executioner. You see? That's what he want to be. Everything, a one-stop shop. You dig? So even for bun a spliff, sketch a bun a spliff, departure lounge him want to send you. How him come from? In his own words. He telling you. He ran into this person and him let them go. But you would bust out my head. Hey people, wanna see my kids them, come in and hide them. Wanna see my daughter and my son them and them thing there. Everybody love them and them. If him did get the chance to bust out my head, those beautiful kids wouldn't be here today. This is what this man is not seeing. I mean, how many people have, told me so many kind and beautiful words about my kids? And in this man's mind, they weren't worth coming to life. Huh? You hear this man say, everybody love my kids. But leave it up to him. Those beautiful kids wouldn't get a chance. Just like those two officers who took it upon themselves to be judge, jury, and executioner with those three young men, black men. And they executed them on camera. Cold-bloodedly, we saw it. And this man, Porter, justifies it. And many people out there in Jamaica justify it too. But for them, I understand the frustration in them. You dig? I understand their frustration. And I understand that they're civilians. So I know what kind of emotions they're operating on. But as an officer, ex-officer, thinking that way, it just leads me to believe all the rumors and stories that I'm hearing out here about this man. That it was all a facade. This straight stand-up persona that he carried, right, was all a facade. That he was just as crooked, right, as any crooked cop on the force. Because he himself, in many videos, stated of the many corruption he witnessed during his tenure. Yet he did not even an iota, to addressing the problem. And now he want to tell the young police officers who have not yet been corrupted by the system or anything, he want to tell them come out of the system. He doesn't even want them to give Jamaican system money. He doesn't want Jamaican system to even get a chance. And possibly that one or two of those officers are really good-hearted officers and they really come into the force to do some good and bring about some change in the force. So if you take out all the good officers out of the force now and migrate them all to America and give them all white girls, because this is his own words. This is what he wished to do. This is what he's putting started over 5 years ago. He's been putting this call out there for officers, and he's telling them, yo, he will assist them in making the transition, but they should all leave Jamaica and come to America and go to the Bahamas and link up with some white broads who can do something for them. Now, what does that say in all of that? What is the undertone of all of that? That everything is about money. It's about the money. Because that's what he's telling these dudes. Come get a better life. What brings about the better life? Going to him, money. You understand? This man said he would lay down his life and die for America. When I say this man a frightened puss, not have no come say nothing, frightened for foreign. The way how this man revere foreign. You can tell he don't even know his own damn black self. Or should be black self. Him just frightened for foreign and everything of foreign. When you check out him past video them, he's like a kid on a trampoline. Hey, foreign! When you hear him spill them. This man is a walking contradiction, people. Walking contradiction. You dig? And you're all going to get to see it. You're all going to get the chance to see it. Right? When I'm finished putting putting the information together. Right? Because it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same old thing that y'all used to. You understand? When we get done with it. It's not going to be the same old thing. You dig? You know, I got people running around out there gathering all they need to gather on this dude. Digging them up. You dig? And that we are going to do. And really expose this piece of shit. So DNR drop a piece on him there. I hope you check it out. You see? And people, so you see him for where him really is. You know? Him just bad mind me for my story. Him just jealous. He's just a hater. Just to know the fact that he was a police officer, he was a soldier, and yet and still people don't revere him. People don't look up to him, right? People don't talk about him, right? The way they do others who he would deem less than himself, such as myself. You see? He's so caught up on me right now, fascinated by me. You know? So fascinated. But I told y'all in that last live where it all started from. Started from the fella there, Mr. Anderson. Y'all remember him, right? Mr. Anderson. That's where it started. When I came out and defend Mr. Anderson, you see, I didn't know it at the time. Because at the time, I didn't know much about him. Matter of fact, at the time, I didn't know much about him at the time. You know what I'm saying? I probably seen, a couple of his videos at the time. I knew of him, but I didn't know much about him. So I didn't know that he was this pathological lie anonymous. I just made that up. But anyway, you see me? So I didn't know he was like this. So I didn't realize when I was calling him out that I was really totally putting everything he's about in question in a way that almost no one was able to do before. Because it was almost like I was an eyewitness to the thing, and he said that XYZ happened, and me being an eyewitness on the scene, I was able to come out and say, yo, that shit is a lie. Because he didn't think that that situation would have someone come out and rebut it. Especially someone like myself, who actually been on cell block in Jamaica, know how cell block run. So while he thought he was just gonna throw that over everybody's head and make Mr. Anderson look bad amongst his peers, his community, his children, just think of the evils. The evils. Mr. Anderson wasn't even talking about him. Had nothing to do with him. The man just came out defending himself against an officer that he claimed to wrong him. He didn't like that. Mr. Anderson was supposed to keep his mouth shut. This is how this man operates. This is what people are saying about him when he used to work, when he was a police officer, that he would do things and they would be terrified to come out and say anything about it because they already know how he operates. You see me? So he was just so upset that Mr. Anderson had the audacity to come out here and try to get some justice against some police that wronged him. So he felt the need. He felt the need to come out now, right, and make up lies about the man, to not only discredit the man, to belittle the man, and make the man look like something that he's probably not. I'm not gonna swear for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that is a lie, if that is something that he deliberately did, conjured up in his head, sat down and thought about and said, yeah, I'm gonna do this to him, what does that make him? And what does that say now also about the integrity of the rest of the information that he comes out here with? It all has to be into question now. All of it. You have to take everything he's been saying with a grain of salt now. All of his videos, all of his work in the past, and his future work. They all now have to be taken into question. And he has now done the same thing he has since done the same thing to people like Sprague Benz, telling lies on the man, right? Mr. Wayne Lonesome, telling lies on the man, calling people all sorts of names out their names when he realized that he can't get a way in, a leg up on none of them. That no matter what he say, people is just still rocking with them because they absolutely don't believe you. And he expect that just because he's a police officer that people are supposed to come out and just automatically believe what he says. Well, we glad the video was recording the night when those two officers cold-bloodedly slaughtered those 3 young boys who you support, right? Because we know they would have to have lied on the report to get away with it, and you support that. You supported that all the way, because that's the only way they would have gotten away with it. Had the camera not seen them, they would have gotten away with it, with a lie in the report, and you support that. So what that says about the service that you was given to the Jamaican people. I kill off the Jamaican people and picnic, and then I tell lie in a report about it. Shoot out and one got away in the bushes. We all know how that go. Well, peoples, y'all stay tuned, right? Because in the very, very near future, I make him run out them 7-part series where him say him have, right? And then the massacre shall start. They're gonna know me already. I like him get away with it. And I don't know already how we do the thing. Jamaica, Lion Squad, boom, and I'm balled. We out.